This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Yo, I've been having too much fun with this thing lately. This is the Polyend Tracker. If you've been around here a bit, you've probably seen me use this a couple times. And yeah, I have I don't want to say a love-hate relationship with this thing, but I have a love-don't use relationship with this thing. Because there's often times where I'm just like, meh, I don't want to use this. It's too tricky and weird. And I'm not sure if you saw, I did a post a while back on YouTube asking you like, oh, what should I put in this little nook of my house to see like what I should put there. And I put the 4000 there for a while. Awesome, fun. But then John Tejada, link to his music down below. Please go check it out. He has been using this thing a lot on the couch with like a battery pack. And I was like, you know what? Let me swap out the 4K for this and see what I can do. And he likes sampling directly from the radio a lot. So I've been kind of trying to limit myself to just doing that. Of course, with some drums I'll use the radio to get my synth sound. So that's what we're going to do today. But he will only put a kick and get everything from the radio, which is wild. So yeah, let's go ahead and watch me embarrass myself. I'm gonna go ahead and open up a new project, not save this one, and bam. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and load some samples up into this. And yeah, so by default, I'm gonna just load some simple drums. I have put a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see, samples. And also forgive me, I am by no means a professional on this tracker, nor any tracker. I'm still learning this thing. There's so many shortcuts, and with all the updates, it's made it way more stable for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to my hits, and I've been digging these MPC 60 hits, mainly because I just love the way the 60 sounds. So they're basically like 808 sounds, 909 sounds, all off of, recorded into an MPC 60. Oh, let's see. All right, I like that, I'll add that. Sounds cool too. Oh, okay, cool. So simple drums. I'm going to go ahead and do this the way I normally do. I'll go to instrument. I'll select, let's just see, which ones we got? I like this one a lot here. So instrument 3, go back to note, steps. We'll go to 4, record. We got a third 2-step pattern. So this is one thing that kind of sucks. You see how it puts it in the second lane? I think it's just because maybe this doesn't have a note off, so it automatically jumps over there. It gets kind of frustrating. Not frustrating, but it's just like, oh, right, I have to do this. So copy this, delete it, goes up by 4, go here, and paste. So cool, we're there. And I'm gonna go ahead and go to this volume and set the volume to pretty low. Oh my God, steps gone. Let's see how this sounds like. Cool, that'll work. And then I'm gonna go into our next track, instrument. I'm gonna put that in track 4. Cool. I like that a lot. You heard me. Oh. So see, I start just playing this in almost MPC style, which is fun because, for example, I did the video on how important 16 levels is, super duper important, but similarly to 16 levels, you can add, in case you're wondering what I'm talking about to this video, 16 levels of velocity. I like doing 16 levels of pitch as well, especially on the tracker. So if I go and select this, I just go to note mode. So I can just be like, right? Cool. And then claps, we'll go to notes, or I mean instrument. Cool, so I like this a lot. We'll go up to 5 here, set our steps to 8, record note. Right, easy peasy. Instrument. Notes. So I like this one here, right? But I'm going to go to, where is it? Sample editor. It's a little long. Awesome. And then there is a fade out apply. Awesome. I like that a lot. So back to pattern. There's another sound in there. You hear it? I don't like that. So instrument parameters, instead of editing the sample itself, I'm just going to go to our volume envelope and turn the sustain all the way down, release all the way down, and only mess with decay. That'll work. And then I want to go back and change its pitch. Awesome. So I'm going to go home, play, and I just want to fill this whole section. So step 0, shift up. What am I going to fill this with? The note C2, each one, sure, chromatically, constant. So fill, boom. Now I can go to effects, fill this with what? I want to fill it with an effects, which effects volume random from, let's say 40, let's just go 50 to, I don't know, 75. See what this sounds like. Fill. What the heck just happened? Fill. Oh, wait. What? Fill effects. Random. What about constant? What does constant do? Why is it not filling? What have I done? Why did it fill it like that? Oh, right. Fill each C. There we go. Awesome. Now we can fill this, but I don't know why this isn't filling, right? Because I'm saying fill effects with volume constantly, randomly from 50 to 60, and I fill and nothing happens. But if I go and select that effect, dude, this used to work. I must be doing something crazy. I want to fill this with effects. I want to fill each one. Oh, I think this is the parameter, if I'm not mistaken. So I want to fill each one with volume random from here to here. Okay, that did it. The first part is parameter, not necessarily which field. Okay, so that's too loud. Fill, we're going to go from 40 to 60. Where each, sure. Now let's try this. Right, so say we wanted to add a bit more of a weird wooziness to this. I want to say again, we'll go up to the top, fill this with each one, micro move randomly from 0 to 5. Oh, you know what? I didn't want to do that. We'll undo that. Cool. Fill. I want to fill. Let's do every 4 from 10. This just adds a little bit of movement, and it didn't even do exactly what I wanted to do, which was fill kind of randomly. This density might be kind of cool. Let's try this. Oh, right, it's because it's already there. So now if I go to each 4 and fill, it's going to do what I wanted. Cool, I can just go to track 3 as well, or yeah, turn that down. Oops. Sorry. Okay. Can I do anything to kick? Which track is that on? That's on 1, instrument 3. So I want to tune it. All right, cool. So now is radio time, which will be line, radio, frequency.
Whether older adults were still in fact.
Oh, actually, you know what? Before I sample the radio, and before I get too far ahead of myself, let me give a quick shout out to today's video sponsor, Skillshare. Thanks again to the fine folk at Skillshare for allowing me to continue doing what I love to do. In case you're not familiar, Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives. Whether you're a beginner, a pro, a dabbler, or a master, there will be a class for you. For example, check this out. A class by a super crazy creator that I'm to watch a ton of his videos is Intro to Improvisation by Charles Cornell. Yeah, that Charles.
What would it be like to sit down at your instrument and be able to play anything you want?
So improvising seems pretty wild, right? Well, this class is rated for all levels, and Charles breaks it down into a ton of bite-sized chunks. And that's actually one of my favorite things about Skillshare is that most of the classes have these short, repeatable lessons so I can come and go as I please. And since Skillshare is sponsoring this video, the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description below will get a free trial of the premium membership so you can explore your creativity. All right, let's get back into it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to explain this a little bit. I'm going to jump into the sample recorder, kind of jump through some of the channels and just hit record. What I like doing is kind of finding a tone or a sound, and majority of the time it's really hard to find it because they're coming at you so fast. So you kind of have to feel the vibe, hit record and grab something. Again, the reason I'm explaining this beforehand is because I don't want it to play some Drake track and then just get me, booted off the out of this planet. So yeah, let's see what we can find. Sample recorder. Oh, that's it right there. You hear that? Watch this. Cool. So I'm gonna say endpoint. I don't want that snare. Cool, I'll crop that, save this, auto name it to abrupt tongue. Fitting, because she's going, save and load, that's gonna load it, pattern. Yeah, so this has kind of been happening. There's been some weird bugs once in a while, still sticking around. Nothing has destroyed my songs, but once in a while I'm like, wait, what the heck is going on? So it kind of takes a second to load once in a while. So now we're here, I can go to instrument, abrupt tongue is selected, go to notes. And this is where it gets really, really fun. So I'm going to say sample playback. And the one that I've been in love with is granular. You're like, okay, cool, dude. You just sampled the radio to get, what is this, pulse width. But if you change the length, then the position, and then the shape to Gauss. Let's see how this works. You know what? Let's go back to our sample recorder. Okay, I hope that wasn't too long, but you know where this song is from. Everyone does. You hear that right there at the end? That's it. Oh, man. The way this is going to sound when it gets pitched down and you start hearing that alias stretch, forget about it. Save, auto name, holistic committee. Let's go for it. It's loading, it's loading everything. Takes a second because if I go to pattern now, see I jumped for a split second there. We'll go back to instrument. What the tempo is so fast on this too. Where are we at? It's under song 130. Let's do I'll do 124. It's gonna sound so crazy now. Let's see. Oh, I guess we've been out of this long enough that it doesn't sound weird anymore. That's cool. Delete that one. Instrument parameters. Low pass. Effects up. We'll say cutoff. Envelope. Amount. And then if I go back. Oh. Okay, let me give it a little bit on it. Let's get a whip in there. This is so intense. Bring it down. So, okay, I'm at this awesome part, right? This idea, this pattern. This is just one pattern. I have yet to make a full song on this thing. And I don't know. The song mode is really powerful, really cool. It actually makes a lot of sense. But at this point, what I usually end up doing is I'll go to File and export this as stems and then just throw them into Live. And from Live, I can then really finish this off, and it actually works great. I remember mentioning it at some point. I'm pretty sure I've said that the export feature didn't work that good on here. I had a prototype unit as well as not the latest firmware. I think the firmware came out like the day I put that video out or the day after, but this has fixed everything. So I'm gonna try and get one more thing and get some vocals in here, and that's where sampling the radio is insanely fun. So let's see if I can do it one more time.
Rate for a more of control.
You know, we'll go to KCRW. They're always saying something way too intense there. Not that I hate it. I love KCRW, but let's see.
Nope. Canada began. She's been volunteering for something called the Get Connected program.
Yes, get connected. Let's do this.
The Get Connected program.
Get connected probe. Too soon. Too soon for what? Too far.
Get Connected. Get Connected. Get Connected.
Yes, yes. So this is great. So I'll just auto name this again. Gentle Expert. Sure, I should have just called it Get Connected. Don't know why I'm doing that. And we'll say sample playback. See what I'm talking about? It does this weird kind of thing. Takes a second. Just be patient, Enrique. It's okay. We're gonna get there. And I'm gonna go to. I forgot to cut it. Sample editor. Start.
The Get Connected program.
And end. We'll zoom in on that end.
Get Connected program. Get Connected.
Awesome. And I can crop this, apply, sample playback, and then I'm going to do the beat slice. We're going to add one right at the beginning. Oh gosh. Beat slice, and then
Connected. Get connected. Connected. Get connected.
Too cheesy. Where's that?
Get connected.
Okay, so now let's put that really.
Get connected.
That's going to be instrument 18.
Get connected.
Let's see what just minus 12 does.
Get connected.
Effects. So.
Get connected. Get connected. Get connected.
Then we'll go back to the holistic committee,
Connected.
and we'll say effects.
Get connected.
12-bit.
Connected.
back to the kick, which is 3.
Connected. Get connected.
Oh, too much. Cool, we'll leave it at that.
Get connected.
Yo, this is crazy. So again, yeah, basically I leave it at this point. Oh my gosh, so hot in here. I'll leave it at this point and then just kind of export these stems and keep it all in live for the most part. It's just such a fun, weird way of doing anything. Like, it's such a different way of making music that it just is refreshing, and it's just a fun way to use this thing. And no, this video isn't sponsored by Polyend or anything. I probably should have said that at the beginning. I just wanted to do a video on this thing. But yeah, I had too much fun with this thing, and as always, I appreciate you sticking around. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you had some fun here. It's always good kicking it with you, and I hope to see you again next week. If you want to support the channel, feel free to check out some merch, but you kicking it here is more than enough. Another free way to support, you know, like, subscribe. You know how this whole platform works. I hate saying that stuff. So yeah, until further ado, I'll see you next week, and yeah, share the love, share the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Peace. I'm gonna try and sample one more thing from the radio. Maybe change this bass line up. So I'm gonna go to pattern 2. Actually, you know what? We'll go back to pattern 1, and I'm gonna copy this pattern. Then, oh God, get me out of here. Cancel. More pattern 2. More paste pattern here, and I believe that is this pattern. So home, shift up, delete. Awesome. So let's go to sample record.
Toward an extra proven
Satisfaction.
you know, not only
To enroll per. There's no.
5.
I found some incredible jazz the other day.
ese información.
Una pregunta.
iHeartRadio. Bugs.
Ten punishment, damn.
Get connected. 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 Get connected.